race today for the top, most likely top 2 cars are going to be making it to tomorrow's Sunday race. We have a lot of cars entered, but so far, I think the total count today will be 15 cars will have entered the event, technically making this event officially the biggest event SLC has ever ran with the ROX Mods. So that's something to be excited over. We're going to set the stream up in just a few moments. A lot of action. We've got 5 cars today for Group B. Group B, of course, is the cars that didn't quite make it. Post the stream now here in the SLC. See, announcement, there we go. Everything's all set up. Got a very tough half mile here. I won't say the toughest by any means, it's a pretty simple layout, but it seems to be quite frustrating. Another thing to note will be the double file restarts, where drivers have to make their own decision whether they start inside or outside. That, of course, will be determined after earlier on. So anyways, as we go into our action, first car out, and that will be Muffins. So Muffins watch the lights. We are now green on the racetrack for 1 car. Muffins in the 7th machine. Everyone else waits. Car qualified. It's now on track. You see no. Single car. Mr. Monaco, back up. We had that issue earlier on in the first group. We're going to now reset the board. As Muffins now making their way around the backstretch. Green floor. Now making our way across the front stretch, as there's a sign I need to edit. A couple things there will be edited. So we have a 14.283 as the first lap. The second one looks pretty quick there too. Making our way around the front stretch once again. As they almost dip under the 14 seconds lap times there. Almost reaching 8 times as they make their way around 3 and 4. Left to go there for Muffins. They finally dipped under the 14-second mark. Muffins looking very quick. So putting them pretty high up there in the Superstar Group A race. Make their way around the front stretch. White flag in the air for Muffins, even faster this time around. Muffins now on the back stretch, make their way into turn number 3. Out of 3 and 4 for the last time around is Muffins. They make it through. Do not improve. Still a very fast time. Make way into the pit lane. We'll also be editing stuff a little bit here because I forgot about this, but the little light here does get in the way of the camera, so we're gonna move this back before we get going again. Unlike the last couple events, we actually don't need the lights today because it will be a day race. It's set to be a day race. Having that staying for a good long while. As we have our second driver driving through the car, if they are we are green on the racetrack for this one. That is our current co-commentator. They'll be actually taking the day off, so we're gonna try to see if we can find. There we go. Mr. Monaco taking the day off, or taking today to race. Our co-commentator taking the day off. Excuse me. To do a podcast during today's race. So it's just going to be me out in the commentator's booth. As Mr. Monaco making this first time around the track, out of 3 and 4 into the front straightaway. It's a 14.661. Did bump the wall a little bit there, so a little bit of an issue there, but looks like Mr. Monaco trying to take this time another just conservative, make his way around 3 and 4 onto the front stretch. And it's 14.624. Now make its way onto the back straightaway. As he goes for the 3rd time around. Is it going to go any faster? Yes, it is. It's a 14.288. Keep in mind that the times that Muffins set are very, very impressive. So be aware that that's almost Group A range. Now here's Mr. Monaco making his way around to 14.009. So he's got one more lap around the racetrack. It was a 13.7 as it goes around the final time and does not improve. That is Mr. Monaco's run. next on track on their debut race. That is Gallant fan, so watch those lights. So once again, we are green on the racetrack for Catmate or Gallant fan. The Frenchie now making the way out to the back straightaway. You see the pace car in the background. I think that's going to be driven by T7 Jake. That's a hot rod and a very impressive car overall. On the way. Gallant fan now making his way a little bit wide off of turn 1. Now making the way to the backstretch. First lap here that's going to count. And as they go out 3 and 4, what's this first lap going to look like? It's going to be a 50.236. Gallant fan going a little bit wide off the apex. They had some experience with the dirt cars back at Track Loans. They were doing the 4th of July races and got a couple podiums off that. Now second time by to 50.024. On their third lap, they make the way around the backstretch. Does it look any faster? Yes, it does. It's at 3.699. That's a very nice number there. They make the way around the front stretch for their time around, and it goes to 14.504. They tap the wall. There are 2 laps to go. This might be a throwaway lap, so if they want to go any faster, they might have to depend on the lap after this one. Now making the way across the front straightaway. Gallant with a tight line down. Left tires under the apron, onto the back straightaway. He's looking a little bit faster. It's a pretty solid looking first sector. Goes a little bit wide off the apex off of 3 and 4 onto the front straightaway. And they do improve. It's a 40.289. That's going to be checkers though, by the way. As the next car out on track is a person that got ripped off of a race just last weekend with ROX Mods. That is Blue Sonic Gen. The green lights are out for Blue Gen. Now make their way on the track. They are a legend, a little bit inactive in the ROX Mods Championship, so they did just barely make out the cut, but they did. I do have high hopes for them today. Now making their way across the front straightaway. Blue Gen is a very accomplished driver. Now makes his way across turns 1 and 2 onto the backstretch into 3 and 4. It's the first time. We'll see what he can get. Makes his way across the front stretch. Purple on the second sector moves up to 40.114. He's got purple sector 2 though. So he's got a lot of pace coming up. He's going to build it through. He's looking improved. Now mixes out of 3 and 4 onto the front stretch. Second time around the racetrack. Does not improve this time around. So he's now got 3 to make up. He slides his car a little bit of trail braking into turn 1. Now into the back stretch he goes. Going to be a little bit of a throwaway lap, though he's still got 2 more to go after this one. Still 14.483, so pretty decent there. Now makes his way across the backstretch into 3 and 4. Now to the front stretch. He's got a purple sector 2. Can he go quick time? He goes 14.064. Improves from not by position. He's got 1 to go here. This is where all the marbles land. Now out of 3 and 4 onto the front straightaway. Does he have what it takes to go pole? Does not improve. Unfortunately for Blue Sonic Gen, he's going to be starting in the second row so far. We got Jason there now. Is going to be our last car so far, but we will be doing some interviews, getting our drivers familiar. We'll watch the lights Jason here. The lights are green on the racetrack for you, Jason. As Mr. Monaco waves him by. So Mr. Monaco now on the racetrack. Jason on the racetrack, excuse me. Brain is doing funky stuff. We'll change Jason. He was on 0 laps there, so this will count as his first lap. We'll get his way across. He looked pretty good during the practice session. Here he goes across the front stretch. He's got the most practice laps. He's got quite a bit of experience. He's been around the series of virtually every race since 2022. As here he goes around the backstretch. Pretty decent looking sector 1 there. And then makes his way around 3 and 4 onto the front stretch. And does not improve. He's at 14.582 though, so still a lot of time to make up that time that he needs to move up any spots. And now makes his way across. It's good looking sector 1. Makes his way across the line. Does improve to 14.379. He's got 2 to go if he wants to move up a spot or 2. And he could have more in him. Make his way across the back straightaway out of 3 and 4 onto the front stretch. White flag in the air for him. now makes his way one more time around the backstretch into 3 and 4. Does he have what it takes to go up in 8 spots? Now across the front stretch. And will hold his position. Checkers are out for Jason here. So we're now going to get to our interviews. We'll interview every driver. Starting from pole, if Muffins wants to speak, do you want to be interviewed here, Muffins? As there's Jake now making his way around the track, probably just learning the hot rod that we got for today's race. You guys are going to be the first people to see this pace car. So we have Muffins now unmuted if you want to speak.
I mean, there's not really much I could say right now. It's the start of a race. I've got high hopes. I'm happy that I'm starting in pole position at least.
So any strategies you're thinking are coming up with the choose lane that'll be coming up around during our next restart?
Honestly, I don't know. I guess it's up to how the race goes, how each situation calls for. Sometimes an inside start is better than the outside, and vice versa.
All right. Is there anybody that you think might be a threat for your pole position today?
I think knowing how well Blue Sonic Gen drives, we might have some battling going on.
All right, that's good to hear from you, Muffins. Is there anything else you'd like to add on for the little pre-race interview we got going on here?
Not much really. Just good luck to the rest of the drivers and hope for a good race.
All right, thank you there, Muffins. We're going to move you back and we'll move on to the next person down. That's going to be that's Mr. Monaco. And I move myself instead of Muffins. All right, Mr. Monaco, we now have you unmuted here. Anything you'd like to say coming up to today's race, your second place? You good?
Grande macchina, grande autodromo, and the first time on an oval, I really like it. It's not too bad.
Not too bad.
So yeah, excited to see how the race will go. How I keep my pace and don't make mistakes.
All right. Thank you there, Mr. Monaco. Hopefully you'll be able to keep yourself together. Blue Gen is now next down the line. Is there anything that Blue Gen has to say? Do you want to speak, or would you rather just chat, if anything? So, move Mr. Monaco back here. No comments from Blue Gen, but if you are there, Blue, anything you want to do coming up to this race? Any targets, should I say? Is there any targets for today in your eyes? Because win. Anything else you'd like to say? Straight to the point. All right, good luck to all. Next down the list we have Catmate here, the fourth international driver in today's race. We only have one domestic driver, in my opinion. That's going to be Jason. We'll get to him in just a moment. Meanwhile, Catmate here qualifying fourth. If you want to see what you can.
Oh wait, fuck. Sorry. This is my debut race with the ROX Mods, I think. Yeah, the lap wasn't great, I guess, but I don't know, I'm just here for big funny.
Big funny, you say?
Big funny cargo brum into wall dead.
Are you excited about the little choose lane coming up in well, whenever
The what?
We'll be having a
Huh?
well, for the drivers here, there is going to be a choose lane every restart. We'll be starting off single file, but then we'll move up to double file. With double file, that means you get to choose which lane you restart from. You could technically make up a spot that way. You're going to hold your line. You know, there's somebody ahead of you. You're going to stay behind them if they choose that lane. But if someone is ahead of you, but they choose a different lane than you, you could actually technically start outside, or start to their outside, maybe even make up a spot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure on that. I'll see. how the moment is, and I'll choose where to position myself.
Alright.
Don't have much more to say.
Alright. Oh, thank you
Yep.
there, Galan. Well,
I can put my music back on.
I think that's Barbie Girl playing. I gotta respect it. Gotta respect it. That's it's a pretty light character right there. So we have our one domestic driver. That is Jason. I'm surprised that Speedy isn't here today. But we got Jason here. We'll get to. Do you have a copy here, Jason?
Yes, sir.
Anything you trying to look up for today?
Just having fun and just making my way to the podium.
All right. We wish you good luck today, and thank you for being interviewed yesterday. That was pretty fun. Today, it was your turn, and you guys all together, this will actually mean the most ROX Mod entrance ever so far. That's gonna be something fun to look up to. So, if we could have the track clear up before we get started, actually, and the laps in this race are gonna be 30. It's a very short race. It's basically a sprint. We'll get right to it. So we're gonna clear out the cars. Tomorrow's race is gonna be actually 60, so it's a little bit further, I'd say, you know, double the distance. But that is also gonna be the 12 fastest drivers. So we'll see how that one goes. Fortunately, that could mean a couple of you guys might be going home by the end of the day, but do stick around. There's always a chance that some drivers might not be around tomorrow. If we could have the following drivers, please line up double file. Use the lines to line up on the backstretch. Also, we have Romanian Man doing some clothing sales back there. Big shout out to him. So he's vibing. But the following order is going to be Muffins in first place. You'll be on the inside. Mr. Monaco will line up on the outside, so you guys can line up here, please. Mr. Monaco is going to be on the outside here. Blue Song Jump will be on the row behind. Gallant will be on their outside, and Jason will line us up from the rear. So again, Muffins, if you line your car up around here. Mr. Monaco around here. Blue Gen, just stay in that column, and Gallant Fan here. Remember, you might want to be going a little bit faster than you think. We've got our pace car making the way inside the field. That's going to be driven by T7 Jake. As we're about a few minutes from getting going here. Just got to set the lights up. We'll have 2 pace laps, of course. As, do check out the stuff in the SSC group, as well as what he's got. He's got some clothes, including the hoodie and the t-shirt. I'm actually currently wearing the t-shirt for SLC League. I gotta say, it's pretty drippy. That might be actually posted in the description of the video if you want to try it, but it will be in the SLC group. We'll get some of the funds back, of course, as we have the lights currently set to red, but I think everyone here is ready, so have a car set up. So here we go. Lights are yellow. Go when the car ahead of me goes. Need the outside row to move up. If you're on the outside, you do have to go a little bit faster. Mr. Monaco and Gallant, push it, push it, push it. You are gonna have to go a lot faster than you think. And you still need the outside row to move up. You gotta push harder than you think. Okay, we're about good there. We're about good. And pace car's now making the way in, doing the ditzy horn. As we need the outside row up still. Watch the lights. Watch the lights. Hold your pace. Green flag out on the racetrack. Don't overtake until you cross the line ahead of you. We're good on that restart. Here we go to the racing with the ROX Mods. Looks like Muffin's off to an early lead. We got 3-car battle, but there's Gallant Band top of the wall. Jason will pick up a spot. Every single position counts here if you want a chance to make the Superstar race. As it looks like Longman picking up down the inside, now crossing over with Jason for position in the rear. Meanwhile, up front, looks like Mr. Monaco picking up a little bit of ground now to the inside of Muffins. Make their way out to the front straightaway, two of them crossing over for the lead. As Muffins still holds off the lead, Mr. Monaco still picking as much as they can. As it looks like we still gonna hold off green. I got a little scared that by Jason. It looks like Blue Gen's bumper of Mr. Monaco trying to see if he can make a move anytime soon. Mr. Monaco will launch there, but it's going to hurt him quite a bit. He lost a lot of speed braking there. Blue Song Gen to the inside. The Blue Gen top of the wall, just barely on the exit. As he will clear Mr. Monaco this time around. Again, every little position you get will matter throughout the race. There is a good chance you might be able to make up a spot or two from the top two. There might be a couple drivers not making it tomorrow from Group A, so we'll see what that one goes. But every single spot matters. Mr. Monaco trying to see if he can do anything with Blue Song Jet, but I think Blue has developed a bit of a groove. Here he goes right to the bumper of Mr. Monaco for a second. And how does the rest of the field look? There's Galant Fan. Slowly, but we look clear. Meanwhile, Blue Song Gen making a move for the lead, side by side down the back straightaway. Blue Gen now peeking up at the front of the field. Muffins is cleared. He goes a little bit wide. Mr. Monaco with some lag issues. We'll be checking out that one in just a bit. Blue Sonic Gen though for the lead. He goes in front. We're going to watch from the orbit view because there's a lot of separation from the drivers. Is Mr. Monaco out of the track? We're going to have a caution call, but we're going to have a race back. Our 2 leaders side by side. Once we get going, we'll be doing pacing on you guys. So coming across the front stretch, it looks like Blue Song Jet in first, Muffins in second. You guys start slowing down, please. To 60. Stay single file. Everyone else switch across the line. So the order is going to be Blue Song Gen, Muffins, Jason, Galant, and then Mr. Monaco once they're back, of course. In fact, actually, Mr. Monaco's having a lot of issues. We got a short race. We're going to call it the red here. So, line up single file on the pit lane if we can. So, make your way to the pits. Stay single file in position. Mr. Monaco's having issues here. The Not Fan, make sure to give up spots. You're currently going to move fourth. Just cross the line there, right up at the end of the pit lane, please. Right there. Alright, well, we're going to get to our interviews in the meanwhile. We got the time that we have here. I think Mr. Monaco is still having issues, so we'll be waiting on them. So, we're going to talk to our current leader. That is Blue Gen. Blue Gen, I got to hear, moved all the way from, I believe, third to the front. So good work on your pace there. Is there anything so far that you're focusing on, especially on the choose lane restart? Yeah, it's a good start, he says. Just gotta keep just gonna focus on keeping it clean on the restarts and having good pace. And is there any ideas of where you want to restart from? You want to start from the inside or the outside once we get to that? You're not gonna tell us how the outside have a better run. That's true. That's true. That could be a good spot to get a run from. Alright, thank you there. We're gonna now talk to Muffins. Muffins was the pole sitter. Currently running second, but still in position to start in the race tomorrow. So, hi there, Muffins. Do you want to speak?
Yeah, right now how the race is going, honestly, if I same thing as Blue, if I just keep the pace, keep it clean, I could get a good run. I think actually one of the main reasons why Blue could overtake me was my understeering, not slowing down enough on turn 2, I think. And then I could just hear the sound of his engine just slowly creeping up on me, and then he overtook me. So yeah, that's how it's going right now.
Alright.
If I could maybe get on the outside, but with Blue starting on the outside, I think I'm probably going to be forced to take the inside. So I'm going to see how that works out for me.
Alright there. Thank you, Muffins. I think our guy that disconnected is back, so we're gonna move back to the restart just a bit. Thank you. Alright. So we're back up here. We're about to restart. We're just gonna fix everyone's lap. We'll restart single file. And then once we're pacing good enough, we will have you guys choose your lane. And once you choose your lane, you're gonna stay in that road. Whatever row is up ahead. You'll just be behind the car that chooses the lane ahead of you. Alright. Caution is on. When the car ahead of you goes. Again, check out Roma's clothes. He's got some nice clothes there. Seem to be pretty enthusiastic. Alright, we're gonna move up ahead and look at to choose a lane. So again, make your move inside or outside. What's it gonna be? And some cars. Alright. Inside or outside, it looks like Galanfon's gonna be inside. Only one car stays inside, everyone else is on the outside. Unless Galant was inside, I guess not. We'll move up to third place there. Alright, I'll focus on pacing here. Sorry. Just trying to get the positions up. Galant fan, if you can move up, please. Galant fan, if you can move up down the inside. We are going to start this lap. Maintain 60 miles an hour. Galant fan, move up. Galant fan. I'm just increasing my own pace so I can watch you restart a little better. Galant fan, move up. Push up. Galant, push up. Green flag. And the restart's good. I'll get you in just a few moments. Let me park the car here. As it looks like Muffins has taken off with an early lead. Galant fan tops the wall, and there's Mr. Monaco now making a run back behind. And we look like we're all good on laps too, so that's another good thing to have to know. Meanwhile, looks like Mr. Monaco fighting with Galant for the lead. Blue Gen gets loose. Does he spin out? Yes, he does. Yellow flag's out in the air on the racetrack. We're going to have you guys pace this one for a second here, because I got to get a bit to get back to my car. So, positions are Muffins, Jason, Mr. Monaco, but he spins around, but he's going to still hold off third. Just get back up. Galant, and then Blue Gen. Let me get back to my car. There's a yellow light there. These two seats is a little bit of an ordeal. Don't choose lane yet. Do not choose lane yet. We'll get to that one in just a second. Alright. Gotta push this lead up. Sorry, it's like a smart car. There we go. Alright, now we're gonna choose lane. Just make sure not to make up too much space or cut it between someone. So who chooses which lane now? Blue Gen has to spin here under his belt. Anyone go outside, anyone go inside. Everyone stays outside, but Blue Gen will move up to the front row. Everyone else has to be single file behind. And as I need Galant fan to move to the back, keep his maintained spot, I'm going to move up. We're going to restart this time. Let me just get out of the car here. I'm going to watch you guys. Full pace. We're going to stay yellow. We're going to stay yellow. Galant fan, move to the rear of the field. That's your first warning. Next time by, you're being disqualified. Galant fan to the rear, you're on the outside row. You chose already. It seems like some of these drivers weren't exactly aware they could come away with that decision. Galant fan now stop his car on track. You were not in front of Monaco. You lost a spot. Please get back going before you get parked. Do not your view does not count. It is the host's view because of a thing called vision lag. You're holding up the race on a very, very short sprint race, so you do not want to do that. We will be going green this time by, but again, you're going to be restarting from the outside row. Gallant, move to the outside. That's a final order before you get black flagged. Alright. Now watching this restart here. We'll be going green this time by, but we need ourselves to be fair here. Make everybody around 3 and 4. Hold your pace. Green flag is out. As Muffins give up a bit of time, you did jump that. You did jump that, Muffins. Cleared. Cleared. Cleared! I was just directing the let off for a second. Muffins will lose the spot, but still with this many laps left, there's a car that's side by side. That is Jason up in 3rd place, side by side with Monaco for position. Unsurprisingly, I think some of the less experienced drivers will be confused by the shoes. So we can make our way around. There's only a couple more laps left in this race. Jason down to the inside, so does Gallant there. The two of them side by side now, making way out 3 and 4. As the two of them cross it over. Jason will peek ahead. We now have 6 laps left in this race. Illusion is getting hunted down quite quickly here for the lead. There's Muffins now with a move for lead position, as Muffins now leads us off. 5 to go this time by. Is Blue Gen going to take back the lead? That all depends on these next few running laps. It's going to take a lot there. So far, our field looks good. There's Gallant there just behind for Jason. Meanwhile, up front, Blue Sonic Gen. He's lost that lead by a little bit of a gap. There's 4 to go now, 3 to go this time around. And so far, caution free. Fan back in the field okay out the front. It looks like the field is spread out with 3 laps to go this time around. They make their way around 3 and 4 with, I believe, now it's 2 laps to go for Muffins. Blue Gen has been essentially about a second gap behind. As we now see the white flag in the air. No more cautions at this current time. So whatever happens, happens. And it looks like Muffins makes their way across the back straightaway to 3 and 4. Your race winner and guaranteed a spot on Sunday is Mr. Muffins, Blue Gen, and then Mr. Monaco right behind. How about Gallant? It looks like Gallant is going to finish just a bit too far behind from Jason. Flips over across the line. There's a car flipped over across the line, but Muffins is your winner. Blue Gen in 2nd, RA Club in 3rd, as Jason's in 4th. Gallant gonna be in 5th. That's
How'd you manage, bud? How this
we're gonna talk to the interviews. We hope the driver's okay. Anyways, on to the race winner. That's Muffins. So also holding the fastest time, pretty fast there. Technically the first ROX Mod winner, though this doesn't count for points. You hop in second wrap to do donuts if you'd like. It is a tradition with the ROX Mods, of course. And a very rare occurrence, I think, too. If you did not get P2, do stick around tomorrow. There is always a guaranteed chance that you might be able to slip in. There might be a couple drivers that will sleep it out. So we're going to talk to your race winner here, Muffins. Good job on that win, I gotta say. That was a bit...
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a bit of a...
Right, I don't know what
finish,
the...
but what's up?
I don't know what the frick those burnouts were. With that aside, that was a really fun race, honestly. Nice, good sprint. As predicted, I did have some battling with Blue Gen. He did some really good racing as well, and props to the other drivers as well. And honestly, it was a fun race. I will definitely be looking forward to Superstars Group A.
That's going to be the main event actually on Sunday, so that should be a fun one, I'd say.
Mm.
So, what's your opinion on the choose lane so far after tonight?
I think mostly me choosing the outside lane closer to the end of the race, that probably boosted me a bit. Because the way these cars are set up, what it feels like, you can just take it full throttle all the way third round from the outside to the inside. And that really like slingshots you and gets you up to speed. So I think choosing the outside lane on the second restart was a good idea.
That's very true. That's very true. And it looked like you also just had overall the fastest pace today, with the really fast lap there. So, hope to see you do well. Maybe you might start 9th, you might start 11th. We'll see where it lies on tomorrow's race. All right, thank you there, Muffins. We'll move on to the next driver. All right, so the next driver down is I believe that's Blue Sonic Gen. I don't think is Blue here still. Blue is not here still, so we're going to move on to the person down from that. That's Mr. Monaco. Now, if everyone does show up tomorrow, that technically would mean you'd be out of the running for Sunday, but that doesn't mean that it's all over, because there is always the chance somebody might be gone on Sunday, but this is technically your debut short track race, so run me through it, if you're there.
Towards the end, I was getting the pace. At first, it was hard adjusting, and it was a good time overall. I got the pace on to second. I think I was faster than second the final laps. I'm not sure, but I was gaining. I was keeping up.
Definitely, and you gonna come up to Sunday, because there's a chance, and if you aren't racing, I might put you in the booth with me. I might have a
I
little bit of
hope I am racing. That is the biggest hope I have right now.
Alright. Well, I was gonna have to see if somebody from Group A sleeps it out. So, anyways, Mr. Monaco gonna probably get a can of Crake, probably for his prayers. Should have had that a little bit earlier, but here's Mr. Monaco there. Next driver down. Here's our guy making it close. Next driver down was I'll watch that really quickly. I think that was Jason. Let me get to that. It was in fact Jason, so hi there,
No.
Jason. Alright, so you got P4. You currently are a little bit out of the running for Sunday. You might be going home, but that doesn't mean everything is all over. You could also be brought onto the little commentary booth tomorrow.
Oh, that would be great.
But we'll also see how everything else goes around. So currently out of running, but not completely. There's always a chance still. What are you looking forward to after today's race?
Amazing. I like the all-star race that you prepare for. Group A, Group B, it's all beautiful. But if I do not be on track, thank you for offering me to be in the commentary booth with you on the Sunday race.
Of course. I'd like to have a couple drives around to kind of just give a little bit of.
Hey, just
insight.
let you know, I am a great experience with commentary.
Yeah, and it would be good to see you give us some little track advice. You know a little more than I do about how this track races. I actually not really experienced the racing here. You got a couple under your belt.
Can I tell you something? I like when you introduced me to this track and the whole mod league, and I said to myself, maybe I would give it a try, and here I am. From 2023 all the way to today races.
Yes, sir. It looked like you had a. Well, I guess today wasn't exactly the greatest as far as performance, but you did not finish last.
No, I was switching gears 3 and 4th, like a third on a corner.
Third at a point, and that was honestly really fun to watch.
Yeah, on the corner I switch it to gear 3. On the straight I switch it to gear 4.
All right. And I got another question to ask. What do you think about the choose lane going around?
Oh, amazing! It's pretty nice.
All right. Well, that's something that we'd like to hear. We're glad to see another driver pretty positive. So far, we've yet to hear a really negative comment about the choose lane. So we'll see what we can do about that one coming to future races. All right. Thank you there, Jason. We're gonna move up to the last person here. It is that is Gallant Fan. And of course, we'll probably do some more people after this. But Gallant Fan, first question: are you okay? That was a pretty hard look you had there.
Physically, yes. Mentally, no.
All right, this is gonna be a fun interview. I'm down. What do you got to say?
Oh, I'm kind of frustrated because when I was like looking at my camera, I was like, good, I'm in front of Monaco. This isn't bad. And then I was like hearing you like saying that like Monaco was in front of me, and I was like, are you sure? Because like I was looking in my camera, I was like right behind Jason. I think it was Jason. Yeah, Jason. And I thought I was good. And then you told me that I had to move back, so that's what I think I did that, or maybe I ignored you. I don't know. I fucking don't know. And then I tried moving to the inside because I thought you could like switch lanes.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if you could. Could you? Because
You
like
had to.
that's
I might have been a communication error. You had to choose before the little mark there that says SLC array. On the right side.
okay. Because like I understood that you like because like. I don't watch any many like American racing series, but like I thought that maybe in ROX Mods you could like maybe change like lanes. Oh, I don't fucking know.
It's not your fault. Don't worry. Don't stress about it. You
Uh,
probably are a little frustrated about that system though. But I would like to hear what your opinion on it so far has been.
my opinion on what?
Choose lane.
Oh no, I really like choose lane. The problem, the only thing is that I didn't understand that one rule. That is literally it.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe next time we come around to do another choose lane race, that might be a little different there for you. Hope to see you in future races with the ROX Mods series or whatever else you intend to race here. Of course, you're probably going to be a mid-car racer. I think you're actually the only mid-car racer truly active that's in the field. So, we'll see you
Wait,
there.
when's the next mid-car race?
Next week. Next week at Monster Circuit. Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, thank you there, Gallant. We're gonna close out the stream. We'll fit your car up. We'll see if there's any opportunity for you to come on Sunday. It's a little bit rough this far down, but it's not impossible. Just need 3 drivers to sleep through it, and you'll probably.
Yeah. Like makes sense. Like yeah. I doubt there'll be that many people that won't be able to come, but you never know. Like people could come at any time. Yeah.
I don't know what I just heard, but I'm gonna ignore it.
Don't. that wasn't that I misclicked.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We make those mistakes. I gotta say, you probably had the most fire music choice though out of everyone here today. That was the Barbie song, wasn't it?
Yeah, do you want me to put it on again? Oh, I don't fucking know.
We're gonna have a copyright strike. No.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you there. We're gonna close out the stream. If you have any other finalizing words, will be cool.
Egg,
he says. All right, there. Well, Kelly, we do see you're here. How did the podcast go, and what was your reaction? Let me see if I can pull up that podcast actually.
Well, you know, it was a podcast.
Did you record it or was it live streamed?
No, I really couldn't tell you. It was so quick too. I liked it. It was short and sweet and to the point. unlike the Dale and Kelly podcast, but I still enjoy those Dale and Kelly podcasts. But yeah, this is new. It's the Lake Pond Trout podcast, and I had fun doing it. As much as I like being in the booth, it's cool to just watch the cars go around once in a while, and being in the pace car with Jake there on the first start was pretty fun too. So, yeah, Superstar has been pretty fun so far. It was cool to do the whole little podcast with Jake. That was definitely one of the highlights of today. But yeah, I had fun, and that's all from me.
All right. Well, thank you, Kelly. We'll have to see you on Sunday in the commentary booth.
Absolutely.
I gotta watch that podcast when it comes around. It's gonna be good. We got Turbo, Jake, two old school DGS drivers. Like you probably don't understand that, but like you got a gold mine there in that booth. So.
Hey.
God.
He says. All right. Well, that's gonna close out the stream. We'll see you guys. Well, actually, we got one person here. We got Arisna, the pace car maker. We gotta appreciate you. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. It's cold. I'm very cold.
Very cold. How is Sunday looking?
Hopefully I can come. It's my dad's birthday, so I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to show up. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say other than the fact that it's raining. Oh, there's a cat on the window of the house right in front of me. Aw, such a little creature. Yeah.
Alright.
Like,
oh yeah.
it's not like I participated. I was downstairs, checked on the stream, race was over. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Alright. Well, thank you there, Arisnetta, for making that pace car. It was pretty fun to drive today.
No problem. I'm glad.
Alright. I think that's everyone to talk to today, so you guys can head out to General. We might do some stuff in General. There's still quite a few people around here. I'm gonna personally finish up the stream. So, till next time, guys. And meanwhile, let's both the stream, ROX Mods slideshow. Wow.